will not be fully satisfied, will not have enough satisfaction compared to any point along this indifference curve. And that is the indifference curve under the marginal and total utility, or under the consumer behavior theory. Now let's consider some questions under the theory of consumer behavior. The first question says, at the highest level of total utility, marginal utility is dash. A, negative. B, positive and rising. C, negative and falling. D, 0. Second one, the law of diminishing marginal utility states that the more a commodity is consumed, the higher the satisfaction derived from the additional unit. B, the higher the price to be paid. C, the lower the quantity supplied. D, the lower the rate of increase in the total utility derived. Question 3. At the point at which marginal utility is negative, total utility is dash. A is falling. B is rising. C is static. D is negative. Question 4. Dash refers to loss of satisfaction due to consumption of too much of a particular commodity. A, utility. B, disutility. C, futility. D, none of the above. Question 5. The satisfaction derived from the use of a particular commodity is dash. A, demand. B, disutility. C, utility. D, futility. Now let's try to answer them one after the other. The first question that says the highest level of total utility, that is, at the highest level of total utility, marginal utility is what? Marginal utility is 0, which makes option D to be the correct answer. The second question that says the law of diminishing marginal utility states that the more a commodity is consumed, A, the higher the satisfaction derived. B, the higher the price. C, the lower the quantity supplied. D, the lower the rate of increase in total utility derived. The correct answer is D, the lower the rate of increase in total utility derived. As more and more of a particular commodity is being consumed, the total utility will keep increasing, but at a decreasing rate, but it will still be increasing. And the third question that says at the point where marginal utility is negative, total utility is falling. Once the marginal utility is negative, then total utility will be falling. And the fourth question that says dash refers to the loss of satisfaction due to consumption of too much of a particular commodity, and that is disutility. Once there is loss of satisfaction, that when consumer is consuming a particular product and is not deriving any satisfaction again, then disutility has set in, and that is option B, which is disutility. And the last one, the satisfaction derived from the use of a particular commodity is utility. Utility is the same thing as the satisfaction derived from consuming a particular commodity. Industrialization. A firm is the basic unit within which factors of production are organized for the purpose of producing wealth. A firm is an entity which specializes in the production and distribution of goods under one administration or manager. Example are, we have Unilever in Nigeria, Unilever PLC, we have Tesapo Nigeria PLC, and we also have some other firms in Nigeria. Any business unit that basically is under one under one administration or manager, whereby they may produce series of products, series of goods, but majorly they are not the only one producing such, but they have others that are doing the similar or the same kind of business. They are the one we call firm. And we have Unilever. Unilever is not the only one that produces something like beverages and the rest. we have others, but Unilever is a firm. So we have Unilever Nigeria PLC, we have Tesaco Nigeria PLC. Apart from Tesaco, we also have Rwando, we also have Total, and so on. But Tesaco, as an example, is a firm. Unilever, as an example, is a firm. And that is the example of firms that we have in Nigeria. Now, an industry. When we talk of an industry, on the other hand, is defined as a group of firms producing similar products and under separate administration and management. Series of firms coming together when they produce similar products. The similar products in the sense that the product may serve the same purpose. The product may have so many similarities, but they may have different brands and different names. The combination of these firms are what we refer to as an industry. An industry includes a collection of different firms which produces similar goods under separate management. For example, in Nigeria, we have Petroleum Industry, under which we have Rwando, we have Tesaco, we have Total, we have Mobil. So in that case, Petroleum Industry comprises so many firms. What are the types of industry that we have? One, we have manufacturing industry. Manufacturing industry, for example, produces textile. They deal with textile that they use to produce clothing materials. Also, we have plastic industry that produces tires, plastic chairs, plastic table, and so on. Those ones are what we refer to as manufacturing industry. They are the ones that transform those raw material into such finished goods. We also have mining industry. Mining industry deals with the extraction of raw goods like crude oil, like gold, like diamond, like tin, and so on from the earth. They extract those raw material, those crude material from the earth for further production activities. Those are the ones we refer to as mining industry. Thirdly, we have construction industry. Construction industry deals with the assembling of different components in order to get a finished product, like different components of car, assembling it together to produce cars. Also, we have aircraft. They assemble different parts of the aircraft, gotten from different parts of the industry to bring out a final product referred to as aircraft. Also, we also have road construction under this industry, those that put some components together in order to construct roads. Also, we have processing industry. Processing industry are the ones that convert raw material into finished goods, especially those that deal with food goods, food products, such as beverages. We have Milo, we have Bonfita. They convert cocoa and some other ingredients together to bring out such food materials. Those are the ones under the processing industry. Then we have transport industry, those that move passengers and goods from a point to another, either by land, by sea, or by air. Those are the ones under the transport industry. And last one, we have power and energy industry. They are concerned with the generation, with the transmission and distribution of electricity. In Nigeria, we have what we call PACN, Power Holding Company of Nigeria. Those are the ones that are in charge of generation, transmission, and distribution of power, that is electricity in the country. Then we have location of industry. When we talk of location of industry may be defined as the siting or establishment of a firm or industry in a particular place, in a particular location, in a particular environment, in a particular point. An industry may be established either by an individual or by government, either for economic purpose or for political reasons. So the location of industry deals with the locating or siting an industry or a firm in a particular place. In locating an industry in a particular area, one must bear in mind that the cost of production must be at the lowest level in order to ensure the continuity of the business. When someone or any government wants to locate a particular industry in a particular area, they need to consider the cost of production. And the cost of production encompasses so many things. It deals with the cost of raw material, it deals with how the products produced will be getting to the market, it deals with the workers that will be working there, how to get there, and so many other ones under cost of production. So cost of production must be at the lowest level in order for the industry to be operating with profit and not under loss. In that case, the industry will be able to sustain and continue for a long period of time and last long, not to be liquidated on time. But what are the factors that any particular individual or government need to put in place before locating an industry in a particular place? One, the proximity to the source of raw material. That is, how close or how possible or how easy is it for the industry to access raw material or the input that they will be using in that industry. From that location they are trying to locate, to establish an industry. That one is very, very